Hi guys, for this video today I am showing how I tear out the standard carpet in this room and installing LVP flooring, otherwise known as luxury vinyl plank. So this room that I'm working on is actually my office. Unfortunately, it's not completely done yet, so I'm just showing the flooring part for this video. It's kind of a big project, so I needed to show it in parts, so I thought I would start with the flooring. In order to make this office look good, I had to tear out the carpet that came with the house and put in some sort of non-carpet flooring. I knew that I wanted to keep this black accent wall, so in order to warm up the space, I decided to choose a different flooring color, different than what we have throughout the house. I really wanted some sort of washed out tannish oak color that will complement the black accent wall. And in the end, I went with the Procore Plus brand from Lowe's, and the color is called English Grove Oak. I knew I wanted a material that is under $3 per square foot. This came in at $2.59, which is perfect. They had them in stock. It came a couple of days after I ordered them. This room is about 150 square feet, so I ordered 8 boxes, and the total was a little bit under $500. This flooring project wasn't hard at all, actually. The most annoying thing is moving all the furniture and everything sitting on top of the floor out of the way. And really the biggest part of doing this flooring is the prep work. You want the subfloor to be completely clean and flat. Ripping out the carpet was a breeze. Literally start anywhere and just pull it up. If you want to save your carpet and make it into an area rug, click on the top right hand corner to check out my DIY rug video. After pulling off the carpet and pulling off the padding, I then removed the wood tack strips around the perimeter using a pry tool, then going around and pulling off any staples I can find on the subfloor. I went back and vacuumed multiple times. After pulling off all the staples, I used a straight edge and just run it over the subfloor to make sure everything is flat. If there's any kind of lump, I would take a box cutter and just pry out the lumps to make that part flat. You can sand it down, I just didn't want to deal with the dust, and at the end of the day, it's plywood. It doesn't really matter. Once the subfloor is ready, I start in the upper left corner. I didn't need to put down any underlayment because this flooring that I chose came with padding. To start, I used a leftover flooring piece from my last project as a spacer. I put it vertically flat against the baseboard as a guide. You don't want to install your flooring right up against the wall. These types of flooring expand and contract, and they also need a little bit of space to settle, so you want to leave some room around the perimeter when that happens. That's why you see at the end that I will cover the edges with quarter rounds. I lay down my first piece with the side that has the bigger groove towards the baseboard. I continue with my second piece. This has the interlocking system that holds all the pieces together, so I use a hammer with a hard plastic head to lock in the planks. To cut the planks, I didn't buy any special tools, I just used my miter saw to cut them. To start the second row, I slip the plank in at a 45-degree angle, and to lock the next plank in with the previous, using my hammer, I knocked along the seam starting from the top to bottom. You know if they're locked when you can run your fingers across on top and both planks are flat. I also used this pull bar tool to help pull the planks together, and you can get this at any home improvement store. Once I have the first 2 rows in, before continuing, I went back to the first row to put a couple of nails into each plank where they will be covered by the quarter rounds later on. And I do this just so the planks won't move, because once you continue the other rows and start knocking the planks in place, it's going to move the previous planks that you put in, and you don't want that to happen. And when I got to the closet, I treated like a door jamb where I cut underneath using my oscillating saw, just enough where a plank can fit right underneath. After that, because I don't want the flooring to have any kind of repetitive patterns, I took the planks and just laid them all out on the subfloor and arranged them how I would want them to look installed. And with this way too, I can see the big picture of how they will look and where I would do my cut. Once I'm happy with the pattern, that's it. I just move on from row to row, and really just took me like 2 days to finish this flooring. I can probably finish this project in 1 day. I just did the prep work one afternoon and then laid down the planks the following day. Once I got to the door, because I have carpet in the hallway, I just used a leftover molding piece as a transition. I didn't even have it in the same color, so I just painted it to match with the flooring. I feel like I'm going to remove this transition piece in the future because I'm going to remove the carpet everywhere in the house anyways. Then to finish off the edge, I nailed down quarter rounds molding around the perimeter to hide the gap between the baseboards and the flooring. I love how everything turned out. This project was really easy. Like I said, as long as you prep the floor good, everything else should be a breeze. I love how the color turned out. At first I thought I wanted something lighter than this, but everything else I chose were back ordered. So in the end, it worked out perfect. It brings warmth to the black accent wall nicely, and it still feels light and airy. That's pretty much it for this flooring video. I'll do another video once I have everything settled for the office. Let me know if you have any questions in the comments. I'll have all the materials that I use for this project in the description below. Subscribe if you haven't already. Hit the like button if you find this video helpful, and it goes a long way helping my channel. Thank you so much for watching, and until the next one.